There was an empty petrol can with the letters IDF written on them thrown at a mosque. Right. Now, some of the other comments that we get are demolition of mosques needs to take place. The government could learn a thing or two from the IDF.
I'm not sure that's relevant to the question. The question I was asking is the evidence that in some way the government has proactively and of its own accord sought to trigger the far right to leap into its action. There is no evidence for
the only way someone would feel emboldened and confident enough to throw a petrol can that has the letters IDF written on them is if they knew that the government's unconditional support was backing their position.
Why? Come
on.
We
are acutely aware. Allow me to finish. We are acutely aware of the rise of anti-Semitism.
What you've just said is
we are acutely aware of the rise of anti-Semitism.
You both can't speak.
You have just claimed that the government is instigating somebody to throw a petrol can full of petrol with the words IDF marked on them at a mosque.
I'm saying that the government's
absolutely outrageous thing to say with no evidence whatsoever. By the same token, I could put to you that large-scale demonstrations are inciting people to go and be abusive and violent towards members of the Jewish community. I'm not making that assertion because I don't have the evidence for it. On the same basis, you have absolutely no evidence that the government is triggering those sorts of responses.
I think it was a wide...
Right, we are getting very short of time. I'm going to allow you just to come back and respond, and then I'm taking Diane Abbott, and then we are concluding this session. So if you just want to respond very briefly to Tim.
Now, my comment is that members of the far right are emboldened by the government's position on Israel. Now, that is reflected in the comments that we get from members of the far right on Islamophobia.